Greetings and salutations, my name is JW608, and thank you for joining me again on Starmade on our purple planet. I believe today we said we were going to start making a base. So let's clear out some of this here. And I don't necessarily need it to be underground. So the first portion here I'm just going to put up against this, maybe hollow out a little spot here. So I don't want it to be too dark. Not because I'm scared of the dark or stuff will spawn, but because it's easier to see than the light. Okay. Alright, so I've got all this ore. I got some ferrokene. I thought ferrokene was a different color. Anyway, I got some ferrokene, some therins, cerites, verit, and some rammet. And I got some plants here too. Okay. Now, let's see. How do I do this? I want to refine raw materials. I'll throw the verit in there. And then when this takes over, it should produce tin crystal composite. Now I want to do the ore. Shards give you crystal composite. Ore gives you alloyed metal mesh. Now, your suit comes with the ability to turn ore and shards into metal mesh and crystal composite using the refined raw materials. So it's sort of like crafting in your pocket or in your inventory in Minecraft. Generic resources. No, oh, okay, that's for changing scrap into or crystals into composite, or scrap into metal mesh. We want craft basic factory. Now we either need 10 alloyed metal mesh to create one basic factory, or 10 crystal composites to create one basic factory. So we're going to plop one in here, and it's going to tick over and create me a basic factory. There we go. So I'm going to do that again. So I want 2 basic factories. Can I put it in a spot? Don't think it cares. Come on. Alright, so I have 2 basic factories. Now, I want to put these basic factories down. I'm going to start with this one. I'm just going to put it right there. Alright, it flashed red. Flashed red. Do it again. Come on. Insufficient energy is what it said. But I don't care about that right now, so I'm going to throw all this ore in here. I'm going to grab my power supply beam. Because... No, I'm not. Because I need a, what's it called? A capsule converter? I need a capsule refinery. But first, I need some power. Because everything in, just about everything in Starmade requires power. I want a power reactor module. The way this works is you can deactivate production, view the recipe. So a power reactor module requires 20 metal mesh, alloyed metal mesh. You can change production by either drop down. This as every block in the game, basically, that you can make in, well, there's 3 factories, and through 3 factories you can build every block in the game. So you can't do it all from the basic factory. But all the blocks that the basic factory is able to make are here. And you can filter, so if I wanted to do hull, except I want a gray hull, I could say gray, and it'll bring up everything that said gray. Alright, that's why I said POW in there, so I can find a power converter, or power reactor. I have this turned off, so I need, what was that? I need 20 metal mesh. So I'm going to go to refine my raw materials in my suit. And I need metal mesh. Metal comes from ore. I have more therins, so I'm going to use it to build 20. Come on. Every time this ticks over anything that's there, it'll remove the ore and produce the mesh. Alright. So, this is the factory inventory. You just throw materials in, and it'll take them, produce them, then put them back in its own inventory. Now there's a way to shift things between inventory management using storage chests and containers, but that's beyond us right now. Right now we're going to hit activate production. Every time it ticks, it's going to say, or it's going to take this alloyed metal mesh and turn it into a power reactor. I need 20 alloyed metal mesh to create the reactor module, and you'll notice that it's not doing it because it doesn't have power. In fact, every so often it'll flash power insufficient, like that. That's why they give you this power supply beam. When you shoot something with this power supply beam, it'll give it a little power. See, it says flashing plus 50 power? So I'm sort of like a portable generator. So it's going to be doing that for a little while. And it built a power reactor module. I'm going to put this power reactor module down right there. And it should start powering this. Notice. Why is there a basic factory in there? Did I drop that in? Alright. Notice it's not saying insufficient power anymore because it's drawing from this power module. Hey, I can turn these on and off? I didn't know that. Anyway. Now this time I want to change production and I want a capsule refinery. So I'm going to type cap. And I need 10 alloyed metal mesh and 10 crystal composite. I have... Didn't I have composite? No, I just did mesh. So I want to put in a shard and get the composite. Get the composite. Throw in one of these to get a metal mesh. Okay. So I have 10 and 10. And I put those in here. And the next tick, it should build me a capsule refinery. And you can turn this on and off by activate and deactivate. More elegant ways to do it, but that's what we need right now. And turning it off saves power or turns off production. But right now, we're going to put this here. And this is the capsule refinery. We're going to throw all the ore and whatnot, and it automatically takes it and produces the mesh and capsules. You don't get the capsules from your working in your suit, but they'll get it from using a capsule refinery, and you'll get the alloyed mesh and the crystal composite as sort of a byproduct. And that's important because you want both the capsules and the mesh. Now there's a trick you can do. I've learned this from Jace Machine. Excellent YouTuber, plays Starmade. I recommend checking out his channel. If I remember, I'll put a link in the description. I probably won't, but if I remember. Anyway, you can take these... Maybe not that one. Not that one. Okay. Which one is it? Parrot? Is it Hitel? Anyway, maybe it was the raw ore. Huh. Anyway, I believe the yellow crystals. Let's see if we can't go find some. I saw something over here. Did they not do it anymore? Don't know. Oh, maybe it was on this plate. I believe the shards used to glow when you put them down. Maybe it was only... See, that is... Gisper and... Vertikine. Huh. Anyway, if you can find the yellow ores, or yellow shards, I believe they glow. Anyway, before I get lost on this planet, because it is not hard to get lost in Starmade, I'm going to go back here, and it looks like I need more power. So I'm going to go here, I'm going to change production to POW, and get me another one of these. But I need it to start pulling from this inventory. So I'm going to use C to select, V to link it there, disconnect, or to connect it to there, so it should be pulling. Alright, let me turn that off. Let's see if I have enough power now. Come on. Yeah, I have enough power. I was using too much power. So when you C and V, it'll tell the factory where to pull resources from whence to pull resources. I don't want to use bad grammar. Don't want to be using no bad grammar here. Alright, now I have 2 power reactor modules, and you'll notice I still have insufficient power. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. That should help it. Oh, or, except we just don't want that power. We want power capacitors as well. Alright, the power reactor modules, they up recharge time. So the power used is restored faster, whereas the capacitor, they change how much power you have in total. So the capacitor is maximum power you can store. Power reactors are how fast it recharges. So now that I have several capacitors and several regenerators? Reactors. Excuse me. Capacitors and reactors, they work together. So you notice it's not complaining about not having power anymore. Word about reactors and capacitors, it doesn't matter how you place down capacitors, but it matters very much how you place reactors. Let's see, did I clean? Yeah, okay. Reactors, it gets real complicated. With reactors, if you just put a huge chunk of them, they aren't as efficient as running them in lines or L shapes or things of that nature. I don't really understand it, so I just put them in lines. So if you want to find out more about that, look up Starmade efficient power. Don't ask me about it because I'm not that good. Anyway, let's see. What else do we need? We need to change production. We need a build block. B. Oh, we can't get a build block from here. So that means we need to upgrade our factory. Not upgrade, to build a new factory. We have a basic factory. We need a standard factory. What's it take to build a standard factory? 20 and 20. Turn that on. Get my standard factory. Put my standard factory beside there. I'm going to get here, so I'll pull resources. How can I build a build block from here? From here? Button. Circuits, beacon, light, armor, button. No, so I need an advanced factory then. Advanced factory. 50 and 50, okay. So I'm not going to be able to... Oh! I am out of crystal composite, so I do have to go looking for more crystals. I usually, when I'm walking away, I'll select a block, then select it again to make sure I don't have anything I want selected. There's ore. I want crystals, though. We need enough to make an advanced block, or advanced factory. So I want to build a build block, because all this walking around and placing stuff is tiring. And I'm in Starmade, so I shouldn't have to do that. Well, that's ore. I believe there are 2 different types of resources per plate. And I know the one going that way was all ore. This one appears to be all ore. So we're going to try this plate. I don't remember seeing anything here. I don't want to stray too far because I don't want to get lost. I don't see anything on this one. Oh, wait a minute, there's something. But it's ore. Is it Noct and Spertes and Sapson? Artesian sapson. It shouldn't be hard to get crystal composites. Don't have any crystals on me now. Who's on here? Yeah, that was all ore as well. This means we're gonna have to go on a grand adventure to hunt down crystal composite. See, was it this plane or the next one that I... Yeah, there we go. Oh, reactors don't appear in nature, so let's see if we can't have a ship core. It's going to 25 and 25. I want to pull all that out and stick that back in here. So those stop pulling. I'm going to make it a little more efficient a little later on. Alright, I have me a ship core. Well, what's a ship core? Well, it's a ship. You press X to make a ship core. We're going to call this Planet Explorer 01. And that is a ship core. And now I'm in a ship. Okay, your controls in a ship are W, S, A, and D. You also have E to go up and Q to go down. But in a little ship core, I don't have all the thrust I need. So, we're going to do a thruster module. We're going to build one of those. Thruster module, power capacitor. What's the ore doing in there? The ore needs to be in here. And we need a power block like that. Okay. Now, we're going to go to the ship, and we're going to press space to get in the build mode. And always keep in mind that the arrow up top tells you which side of the ship is front. That is very important. I'm going to put a thruster there. I'm going to put a power and another power. That should give me enough to fly around the planet. I might even be able to escape gravity like this. But I'm not quite ready because I don't want to go out into space there we go. Unarmored and unprepared. Press R to get out of your ship. It's also a good idea not just to leave them just kind of sitting there. You really want to dock them, but we don't have the equipment to do that yet. Alright. Oh, lucky, this block yielded 3 raw resources. Now, if you use a faction block and claim a sector or planet, you also get a mining bonus, and you'll get more than 1. But, because I am starting from scratch, I chose not to do that. See... Okay. Now we're cooking with gas. Whoop. Now for the difficult task, finding my way home. I can break gravity with this, but I don't want to because I don't want to leave this planet without a fully prepared ship. Alright, help me. You see my base? As I know you're all hollering, go the other way, go the other way. Oh, and I'm not falling to the ground because I'm holding down shift. Shift is the brakes. So I'm holding down the brakes and driving. That's why gravity isn't immediately pulling me down. Oh, there's some lava. Wasn't any lava on my plate. I was in the corner. So if I look at all the corners, I should find my way home. Alright, how many corners are on this thing? Oh, there I am. Very good. Oh, not so good. Oof. Alright, I'm getting out of that. That's going to kill me. And I'm going to throw my in there. 30, 50. Okay, now I can build my build block. I'm sorry, advanced factory. Put that down and get in. So I guess I'm out of time, so next time I'll build a build block and show you how to use that. Alright, well, it's been fun, and I will see you next time.